some light in here. It's dark. Hey everyone, this is Art from Art and Donna's Amazing Journey in Philippines. How's it going, everybody? I know you haven't seen me and Donna, but Donna's in the Philippines and I've been in the US for about a month now. Just getting some updates done, seeing my kids and stuff. So I'll be here for a little while. But just wanted to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. I'll try to get Donna to put some more videos on there for y'all. Update, I'm going to be here for a while, probably late August, somewhere around there. But we'll see. I got to go through health checkups and stuff like that while I'm here. Seeing my grandkids, all that. But I think we were talking before about what our plans were. So when I come back, we're going to probably get started working on our house building there in the Philippines. So the thing I guess I wanted to ask everybody, should we start another YouTube channel for the build, or should we put it on here? So I would like to get some likes and comments about that. So I don't know if we should do it on this channel or open another channel for that. The other thing that we were going to do while we're in the Philippines, I want some feedback on this too, was we were planning on doing a makeup remodeling in the Philippines. Free help, go out, free, do some stuff like that. So, come in someone's house, fix the windows, do their roofs, ceilings. I'll get a crew there to help me. But we're going to try to do it for free. Unless we get some donations to help. But the only way I can do that is I got to get my viewers subscriber list higher and more views, and that's the trick. So for us to help other people, we got to get the views. So if you can comment on that, say how you like that. But that was our goal. So like if we'd go up to someone's house and fix their fence, or just kind of like an update, go in, paint the inside, put some new lights, fix the roof, stuff like that. And if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comment section. But that's what we were planning on doing. But I think that would work. And also, while I'm here, I'll probably be sending Donna clothes. Probably going to do like a clothes drive. I don't know if she's going to do yucca or she'll sell it, but I'm going to go around and collect clothes and ship them there. I don't know how much that's going to cost, but that was something I was thinking about doing for her. So, I hope this live is working. This is my first time doing it on a laptop, so wanted to see how it's going. Probably everybody in the Philippines is sleeping right now because it's probably, oh my God, it's almost 1. So it's like 4 o'clock maybe in the Philippines. But yeah, a little chilly here. I'm in California is where I'm at. So yeah, it's kind of chilly here. I'm trying to get used to that. I've been in the Philippines for 5 years and my body's gotten used to the hot temperature. I mean, it's been like, I want to say mid 60s here, but it's still kind of cold to me. But that's what's going on. And then, just wanted to kind of touch base with some of y'all. I've been getting in touch with people that here in the U.S. and stuff. But just wanted to get some feedback on that because I think that'd be interesting. Because I've seen them here in the U.S., but I've never seen it in the Philippines, and I think that would be a good channel. Makeup or makeover Philippines or something like that. But yeah, we could go in and also do a charity, like giving out rice and giving out clothes, giving out other stuff free. Maybe we can do like I seen one where they did a roof company did it. I thought it was kind of unique. They put all what they would do, and you got to spin the wheel, you spin the wheel, and then that's your prize, and it's free. So that's something else we were thinking about too. Uh, or I was thinking about it. I don't think Donna's really, my mind's always going for stuff like that. But yeah, so I'll try to do a live video a couple times a week. See how that works. Uh, I've had back issues, so that's one of the reasons I'm going to the chiropractor here and stuff. And I have I'll be 66, so my birthday's coming up on Mother's Day. So on Mother's Day, I'll be 66. So yeah, just because the Medicare, what I have here, just getting updates and getting physicals done and just get checked out, make sure everything's good. Because after I had the dengue fever, it really took its toll on me. So we just try to make, I'm here with my daughters, and they're always worried about my health and stuff. So to rest their mind, I told them I'd come and get that updated and stuff. And that's our goal on that. So yeah. So right now, I've been here about a month. It's been an adjustment because I do miss Donna, and she's not lecturing me, so I'm missing that. She's always babying me, I swear. She's always worrying about me, so she's a good wife, and I miss her. But yeah. And the other thing, I don't think we mentioned this, and I don't know if Donna, she might get a little upset. She wanted to keep it secret, but we're working on her immigration while I'm here too. So we filed that up in January, early February or something like that. So we're working on her immigration so she can come. But our plan is to be back and forth. So basically living here in California, living in the Philippines, maybe 6 months at a time. So we'll see how that's going to go. Just wanted to get her where she can get a paycheck here and get a Social Security and get all that stuff. So if anything happens to me, she'll have another income. So we'll work on that. So yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to see what y'all's opinion was on doing that. I might open the channel and send it to you, but first I guess I need to find out if y'all think we should do it here on this channel, or just leave this with Donna for her stories and stuff, and I make the other one, but maybe the other one for house builds and makeovers. So just give me your readbacks on that. Like I said, I'm looking at the news, what's going on. I think you guys are already seeing that we got a new pope. I don't know. I thought you guys might have got in the Philippines, we're going to get a Filipino pope, but I guess that didn't happen. Maybe, now we got our first American. Maybe we'll get the first Filipinos. You never know. Things are going fine here. Weather's beautiful. I just say it's a little chillier for me, but like I said, I've been living in 90-degree weather for how long? For 5 years now. I just got to readjust to the weather. Little few sinus issues. Trying to readjust to that. I've lost a little weight, but other than that, I'm doing fine. I'll try to give you an update what's going on with us and what's going on. Do some comments too. I mean, I try to reply to everyone on the messenger and stuff. I mean, because we got the Facebook Messenger with the YouTube channel on that. It's just Donna's on a Facebook page. So we have that. So if y'all want to go to that, you're going to see that. So we have that going. Not much else going on I can think of. We got the house plan. We got to get with a architect over there so we can get that approved, so we can get started on that. So you guys can see the plans, what we got. I mean, basically, I wanted a house on stilts because we live by the beach and I'm worried about flooding. And the lot by us gets flooded a little bit, but I want to build everything up and be high for flood at fill and stuff. So that's my goal, but I want to get up higher because there's a good breeze there. So that's our going. And I was going to show us show our techniques, what I'm going to do, because we're not going to do hollow block. And then there's another guy. I've been there for a good while, and I've watched a lot of stuff, the Armstrongs and a few other builders and stuff. And I have a different concept of building. I'm not I see a lot of builders, and this is my opinion. I'm not putting anyone down, so it's fine. But when I see 20 guys on a job every day, and I know their favorite saying is, oh, it's only 250 pesos or 300 pesos a day for each. You guys figure that out. That adds up quick. But, having 20 people a day. But the thing I've seen is the dragged out jobs. I think there was one YouTuber on there who's got like 250 days to build a ranch. It just blows my mind to see that long. There's a guy from Texas. I'm watching some of his videos. To me, I like his concept, so that's pretty much something like what we're going to do. Our walls will not be hollow block. They will be solid concrete, rebarred and stuff, but I'm going to do form pouring, basically, is what my goal is. Because I look at the hollow block as you put the hollow block in, they're filling it with concrete inside. They're doing the rendering, and then they do the skim coat. The process I'm seeing on that takes so long, because by the time you get the rendering up, letting that dry, and then you come back and skim coat it, I see an extra 2 or 3 months in labor doing that, when I think you just could form it, and you can do form the windows and do all that stuff. And I can use I don't know if you've all seen the alligator boards. Basically what I'm going to do is the alligator board. And if you go watch the Texas guy, basically we're going to have sandwich wood with PVC pipe with rebar bolted together to hold it together. Then you can do and my thing is, we're going to run the electrical all in there, and that can be all done. You don't have to sit there with a chisel and beat out hollow block and try to run all that stuff and run the plumbing. To me, that just makes the wall weaker. And then those sections, and you're just slapping mud to fill the hole up. So I'm trying to make everything a little more time consuming, because I think, when you go in there and do all that, when you can put a form up and then have your rebar there, and you can mount your electrical outlets and run your stuff or your plumbing, and then put the other plywood against it, because the plywood basically is like this is the plywood, and your electrical block is right against it, and you wire it to it. And then when you pull the forms, you wire it from the back, you pull the forms up, your electrical box is nicely neat in the block wall. And you can do it a couple ways. You can do it 4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, whatever you want to do, but you can reuse those forms over. And the way that the house is designed, between the back bedroom and the front bedroom, it's almost the same pattern, so you can flip the forms and use it on the other side. So you're not wasting a lot of material. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to look at not wasting material, not have repetition of too long of work, because you can form these up, pull the forms off a couple of days. You can come back and skim coat, because the walls are going to be smooth from being on that alligator board. Your electrical's done already. Your plumbing's done. So when you finish pouring it and pulling it off, you're ready to do your skim coat. And, you're going to have to fill the holes where the rods were coming in, but that's not a big deal. You fill that in, you come back, skim coat, and you're ready for paint. So I think we eliminate a lot of repetition, because when you're sitting there, if you ever watch a lot of videos, they got to put the hollow block up, and then they got to wait like a week or so for that to dry. And then they come back and do what do you call it? The rendering. And that's got to dry, because, it's almost like an inch thick on each side. So my thinking is, you put an inch of mud on the front, you put an inch in the back, and you're throwing mud inside, you might as well just form it, because you're just, and then the time it takes to lay the block up and, do each of those things, you're dragging it into more months. And I think my thinking is, we could probably do most of this with about 4 guys. And that's what my goal is to do. I don't want to see 20 guys on the job. And if I form it out right, my background was construction. So I used to buy flip houses, and stuff like that in the U.S. I've helped frame full houses. I've built 2 houses myself. So I have a construction background, and my construction, part of my other background is I'm a licensed plumber, AC guy, and I've done wiring. I've wired a couple houses by myself. So I have that knowledge. So I think that helps me compared to some people. And maybe if I get this going right, if other foreigners need help, I can kind of lend a helping hand with it, because I just see a lot of wasted time, a lot of money. And I know a lot of them think it's like, oh, you know, it's only 250 pesos 3, but you got 20 guys that say $2, that's $100 a day. By the end of the week, you're spending $1,000 a week. So if your jobs are taking you 4 or 5 months or 6 months to finish, you're going to have $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in labor or more. So this is where I'm going to try to cut the labor costs down, because I just see too much waste there. And if you look at a lot of videos, I'm not trying to say that people are cheating on people out of money or anything, but you're a foreigner and they think you got a lot of money. So as long as it can take, they know that their job's going to keep going and making money for them. And I don't blame them. They want to, it's a good gig for them, but we're not going to go that route. I'm going to be a little more, pay them good, but we're not going to be having 20 guys on the job and have half of them walking around and stuff. Everybody knows me from the U.S. I'm more about production and getting things complete. I don't like a lot of wasted time. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, it's a trial and error, but I've got a plan on it, and we'll go with that and see how it works out. But yeah, I think with the formed concrete, it's going to be solid. I don't have to, the first floor will have columns, because that's going to be kind of like a stilt house. But on the second floor, I won't have to do all those columns and then the tie beam, because the walls will be already solid and are tied in. So I don't have to do, they can all be in there. You don't have to have all those jogs. It can be a perfectly smooth outer walls and everything on that. I just wanted a little bit higher on the house, because we're like a street or two from the beach, and I want those breezes coming in, keeping the house cool and stuff. And we got some other techniques I want to show, but right now, and I'll be drilling the well myself. So I've already got the auger for that, and that's going to be a challenge. It's going to be rough. I've done them, shallow well drills. This is going to be, and I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to try it, but I've got a post hole digger tool, and I'm going to be welding rebar with little, like a horseshoe, and putting bolts in it so I can keep going down and down. And I want to put a 4-inch chase down there with a screen and chase, and then drop in a submergible pump. I want something that can pump water. And I just believe that, as long as I've been doing plumbing, an average well on a above ground pump gets between 3 to 5 gallons per minute. When you get it into a submergible pump, they're 10 to 15 gallons per minute. I want that pressure to go for a second story. I don't want that problem with the water taking forever to get there. Plus, I'm going to be using a bladder tank, a bigger one. So Donna's questioned me on a couple of things. We'll see how it goes. I want a separate building, little building, 10 by 10, and the side with the stuff for the well, the pressure tank, and the generator. I want that on the side. I don't want it attached to the house. I don't want to hear all the noise from that. So I got a pre-plan for all the wiring for that. We got a plan for the solar on that house. So there's a lot of stuff to do, but I want to see how we can mainstream this and get it done quicker. I'm seeing most people doing a house takes 6 months. I don't know, I'll have the time to do it every day like that, but we'll see. We'll see how much we can get done, and, count our hours and figure it that way, because there might be some months I can't really do anything because I'll be here or something like that. But we'll see how that goes, because that's what I'm thinking on this thing. But yeah, like I said, all right, guys, I'm going to let you all go, and I'll talking a lot, but bottom line, please reply. Tell me what you think. We should put the build on this channel or start a separate channel. But right now, I think we got over 13,000 subscribers here. So that means I got to try to convert you guys to come to the new channel if I do that. But please give me we can do it here and add to it. It's up to y'all guys. But I'm just trying to see what's more feasible, because some people just want to see Donna's everyday stuff. Maybe just make this channel more for Donna. And me, when she's with me, we're just doing our normal stuff, riding the motorcycle, beaches, do that stuff, or separate channel with more me. I think she'll be helping me out in construction, but yeah, we'll see how that goes, because Donna's like not lazy. She'll get in there and do it. I know that. So, all right, guys, y'all have a good day. It's what is it? It's 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. in California, probably about 4 a.m. there. So, all right. See y'all later. Bye.